morning and welcome to day 21 of this 30-day adventure to great photos. Wow, end of week 3. Week 3 was the dip, the most difficult, the settings, the workflow, using your camera, getting the hang of your camera, and at the same time applying when you're shooting it, shooting under camera constraints. All that is very, very difficult, but pushes your creativity and also helps you get really friendly with your camera. Your camera is to become your best friend. You want your camera to be an extension of your arm. You want to never ever think about changing the settings. It should come natural depending on what kind of scene you're trying to get. So yesterday we talked about the workflow. What do you do with your photos? How do you keep them safe? Well, today I want to talk about editing. We're going to go together and edit a photo. It's gonna be editing 101. I want to show you exactly how I edit and how you can do it in a very simple way. Small adjustments make huge impact. Now, before we get started, you might be thinking, I love natural looking photos. Just know that nothing is natural. Your camera interprets how your photo should look. And that's why each camera brand have different styles on JPEG images. I ask you to shoot in RAW so that we can try to get the style that we prefer as artists together. And when you shoot RAW versus JPEG, you have a lot more range for editing in RAW versus in JPEG. So today, as mentioned, I'm going to show you simple edits that make a very big difference. Editing is an extension of your vision as a photographer. When you are there on the field and you want to capture something, you have a very specific idea of what you want. Remember, we talked about it. Visualize, see, capture. Now we can add editing, and editing is bringing those three elements together and really making everything stick. How does it work exactly? It's just like a movie. You know, when they shot a movie, it doesn't look like in your street. Depending on the different scenes you're going to go through in a movie, you're going to get different feelings, and that is also done through editing the images in a movie. Same goes for the photos. Depending on how you edit, you're gonna give different moods. Also, most important part is you want to bring attention to your subject, and maybe it wasn't possible to do it the best way on location when you were shooting, but you can recover a little bit when you're editing. You can bring more attention towards your subject. Editing obviously is not an all-be-all. It's not supposed to recover bad photos. Bad photos will be bad photos if your composition is not right, etc. That might be a bit tricky. If your subject's not doing what you wanted, that's not gonna work. But with that being said, editing can really make your photos pop, and that is what it's all about. It's about getting that little crispiness in the photos, getting them to the next level. So if you're ready, let's get started with the editing tutorial. I will show you how I edit on Lightroom Classic on my desktop, and obviously it applies to any other software because they use the same tools. It's always tones and it's curves, so whatever you're going to learn here will apply to other softwares and even mobile editing. All right, are you ready? Let's get started. Let's meet Pierre. All right, are you ready? Let's get started.